beauties, my dear soul sisters and brothers of the light. It is Magical Michelle and it is Magical Monday, and we are at our final stages of this cycle of the moon. It is the day before the new moon, so we're at the dark moon phase, which is an amazing time for letting go, releasing, and recalibrating. So tomorrow we have the new moon in Gemini, and today we're in Gemini, moon in Gemini. Tomorrow we have the new moon in Cancer. It's not until 9:30 p.m. on Tuesday, Eastern Standard Time. So what I'm really being called to share with you is, because we're in this time right now, this is that moment of recalibration. It's the still point before the new moon. It's the turning inward and getting oneself centered and clear and clarified. And I know that the energies have been super crazy intense right now. There's so many people having so many experiences, so many feelings. And so I just want to ask you to lean in to a little bit of extra compassion right now. And so the energy that we're at is one to gain inner peace and inner clarity. I'm not asking you to suppress any feelings. In fact, we're in Cancer season. We're in high emotions. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Tomorrow we'll have a Cancer new moon. And so that's all about your feelings. So I don't want you to suppress any of your feelings. If that means you need a pillow and you need to cry into it, if that means you need to go into the woods and rage and scream and get it all out, I want you to have that. I want you to feel all the feels. And there will be a time for action, but right now it's a time for compassion. Right now we are in one of the most important phases of anytime we're in deep recalibration. We're in a place where it's the still point, and the dark moon to me is the still point. There is a place in that where you go inward to get deep clarity and deep reflection. I know that a lot of people are reeling right now with emotions, and it's okay to not be okay. So the first thing I just want to do is give you permission to feel all the feels. Right? And so tomorrow is the 28th. So if you're watching this on the 28th, it would be today. So I record this at 6:00 on Eastern Standard Time, Monday nights. So if you're watching this as a recording and it's still, maybe you're watching this as a video on Tuesday, 6:00 on Tuesday evening, I'm going to hold a compassion circle for the new moon. It'll be an opportunity for people and for us to have a voice. Because one thing I'm really clear on is that we will not have our voices silenced in this time. I know a lot of us feel like we have been through the burning times before as a witch or as a healer. I feel like we've been through the Inquisition, and maybe we were a Native American and we felt that our rights were suppressed from a past life. Whatever you were, whether you were a slave or a free man or a woman, somewhere along the lines, your soul is saying we will not be suppressed. And that's really important. It's really important to know if you feel like your voice is required, that your voice doesn't have to be silenced. It's also important to feel all the feels. So we're going to give you a forum tomorrow. Marissa and I will be hosting at 6:00 a new moon circle. It's going to be on Zoom. It's free to anyone who wants to attend. It's our normal paid group. Usually it's in a group called Magic Moons, Michelle's Magic Moons. And we do new moon and full moon and the other holidays, the cross quarter holidays, like the solar, the midsummer and things like that. But tomorrow we feel it's really important that anybody is invited, anyone who needs a voice, anybody who needs to be in community. So that's one thing we've been called to do, to serve. So there'll be lots of ways you can get in. You can drop me a private message, or we can put the Zoom link up, and you can come to be with our circle tomorrow. But for today, maybe it is time to write out what you need to release. Maybe you are feeling anger. Maybe you're feeling sadness. Maybe there's grief here. And so I want you to write everything out. I want you to be willing to tear it up, burn it, let it go, put it in a journal, put it in a piece of paper, put it in a fire pit. But if you are feeling feelings that you need to get out of your body, go ahead and write them out and send them away. It's a really powerful day to have that exercise. And like I said, you can always go into the woods and do a primal scream or a yell or a cry, or maybe you're feeling like you need to laugh. And remember that sometimes the beginning of the battle where you think you've lost is actually the thing that brings us united together. And I know we are at a really powerful breaking point in history. We're at the same astrological components as we were with the American Revolution. And so astrologically, we are ready for an energetic spiritual revolution. And that means that we're going to do something different. We're going to do something that means we're going to make change. And change is never comfortable. And whether that's personal, spiritual, whether that's on a national level, whether that's in your own day-to-day life, in your business or your career, wherever you need to be in the spiritual breaking point of maybe you were just too comfortable. And when we get uncomfortable, we become powerful because we're not just waiting for a change. We take action, and we take calculated, amazing, powerful, aligned action. So the phase we're in now is just an understanding, figuring out what you really feel, allowing yourself to feel the feelings, and starting to envision a new world for yourself, for your friends, for your family. Start recalibrating what it is that you can do, what it is that you want to do, how you want to see the world. But one thing I want you to do is never lose your sovereignty. So nice little crown. Thank you, Leona. Brought me a amethyst and clear quartz crown today, and it seemed incredibly fitting that I was to wear it to remind you of your sovereignty. No matter what, you still have power over your thoughts, your actions, and you get to have power over you. Now, that may seem like some of those things are being taken away from you, and this is where you can say, no, I am sovereign unto myself. I make my own decisions, and those decisions will be to go out and create the new world. And we will create the new world. We are moving into a new way. Feminine leadership comes in a different way than fight leadership. A masculine leadership is very different than a feminine leadership. So when you're coming at things with the feminine divine, if you're coming from that aspect, it's softer. It doesn't mean it is soft. It is just, it lands very, very different when you're coming from feminine empowerment. Feminine empowerment is going to come always from the land of compassion. So the first thing you have to do is have compassion for yourself. And in that, it will push you into acceptance, forgiveness. That doesn't mean when we're accepting something or forgiving something, we agree that it is what is good, healthy, or best. But we understand that we cannot change the past. We can only take action on the future. So I want you to feel love. I want you to feel compassion. And I want you to come back to an energy of peace. Peace within your heart. Peace within your body. Peace within your soul. Because it's from that place of wholeness, that place of power, that place of sovereignty that you can rise up. When you rise up, you're coming in from a whole heart. But when it is a broken heart, we can't come from a broken heart to sovereignty. We have to go through the process of grieving. So right now we're in grieving, aligning, accepting. But that's not weakness. I just want to be really clear. Do not mistake that you're feeling grief as weakness. It is not weak. In fact, if you don't feel the grief, if you don't allow the grief, it's really, really difficult to feel the empowerment. So allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to feel the feels, but don't let it make it into your story. Don't make disempowerment your story, your field, or your truth. Take that grief and then we move it into a righteous form of change. Change will come through strength. Change will come through empowerment. Have you ever seen a willow tree in the wind and in the storm? It bends. So the grief is where you're bending, but it doesn't break. So you are not broken. It's really important for you to know you are not broken. That's where the energy wins. Broken, turned over, laid down, but we're not laying down. We're taking time to recalibrate. We're taking time to grieve. We're taking time to see the bigger picture, feel all the feelings. That's a feminine way of working for the future. Then we come into our full strength, that place where your tree is full-hearted, that place where you are planted in the ground and no one or nothing is going to move you. You're more powerful than the opposition. And so let's just go into the energy of healing for a moment, bringing yourself into the energy of love and finding it in your heart. So if you need to touch your heart, go ahead. I'm laying my fingers right on my chest bone. Take a deep breath in and allow this transmission, this healing energy to permeate you. Imagine that you're in a beautiful ball of light. It is all around you, above you, below you, to the right of you, to the left of you, in front of you, behind you, and more importantly, it's connecting to the heart within, inside of you, the divine inside of you. Remember that you are a walking, talking piece of divine spark. Remember that you are worthy. Remember that you are deserving. Remember that they can take things away from you, but they can't take away your power. And in your strength, you will rise. So releasing, cleansing, clearing your auric field, releasing, cleansing, clearing your pain, releasing, cleansing, and clearing unclarity, releasing, cleansing, and clearing group consciousness of fear, disempowerment, pain, suffering, and replacing all of those emotions in your field with empowerment, replacing all of those impressions of sovereignty, replacing all those feelings with the knowledge that you are whole and you are really, really strong and you're really, really powerful and that you really are part of the change. And I just want you to feel that recalibrated into your systems. And if there's any place in your soul or any place in your body or any place in your energetic field that you are feeling anything like a past life of being burned, a past life of being stoned, a past life of being tortured, of being without something, I want you to heal it. We're healing it through the energy of releasing, healing, and resolving. We're healing it for the collective. And so we're bringing the energy of the feminine empowerment in balance with masculine because we want to be full and holy and whole in perfect love, in perfect trust, and in balance. And that we're doing that for the collective. So sending this out to heal the entire collective through time and space and dimension and reality, and bringing it back into us as healed and whole, and then sending it out and bringing it back in and sending it out. And so recalibrating, realigning, feeling your body, releasing the weight of the world off your shoulders, releasing the monkey off your back, releasing fear, releasing group consciousness, and coming into your own sacred self, your own full power, your own recognition that once a month the moon becomes new. And once a month, so do you. That every single time we go around the sun, we also get a new birth. That you are full of new beginnings. And instead of seeing something as an end, see it as a new beginning. See it as an opportunity. See it as the beginning of a new possible. And I see it so clearly. We are not losing. We are winning. And sometimes it seems like we take a backward step. But I believe that what is happening here is going to create a united front. So what we do in our strength is unite. What we do in our power is act. What we do in our sovereignty is we can't let anyone take anything away from us. And to remember how powerful and amazing and wonderful you are, for you are. So allowing the law of compassion to float through every single cell of your body. I want you to calibrate to the word compassion. I am a sovereign, compassionate, loving being. And I want you to recalibrate to, I am strong. And I want you to allow that strength into every cell. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can't allow anyone to suck your life force dry because you are the life force. You are an embodied energy of the field of light. So brothers and sisters of the light, It is time for us to join forces, to unite in love, to unite in unity, to be stronger than we've ever been before. The collective consciousness is ready to rise. And sometimes it feels like you take a step backwards, but understand that's just so you're recalibrating to make the last final marathon run across the finish line. So remember, the light is already winning. The light will win. And this is time to take action, take aligned action, and to use your voice. So anything that needs to be removed, any slave shackles removed from around your neck and throat, any shackles around your wrists and your ankles, remember, you are not a light slave. You are a light house. So I want you to imagine releasing anything that is holding you back, anything that is holding you down, anything that is keeping you from being all the light you can be, the beacon of light, the beacon of change, the lighthouse that is bringing that force and that power into being. That's you. So don't let them dampen your light. Don't let them take it away from you. Don't let fear overcome love, because this is the love revolution. This is the light revolution. And don't be afraid because of something that may have happened to you in a past life. Remember that this is now, and we're here to live our lives, and we're here to make it a different place. We're here to change our karma. We're here to change planet Earth. And you've got this. And if you need something, please reach out. I want to invite you. We're going to be doing a compassion circle tomorrow for the new moon at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Tuesday the 28th as a gathering. It's free for everyone so that we can share our voice and we can feel our feelings and we can be gathered together on the new moon in Cancer. But today, let it go. Whatever you need to feel your grief and let go of what you're holding on to really connect to your sovereignty and to your power. So that's really what I had to say today. So me and my fabulous new crown, I want to thank everybody. I have had like 5 more birthday, celebrations. My birthday was in April. I turned 50, but we had another birthday celebration last night and one on Thursday. So I want to thank everybody who's continuing to celebrate my birthday with me. I think I've decided to celebrate it all year. In fact, I am going back to Egypt. I went to Egypt for my 50th birthday, and I got to meet these amazing guides, Noha and Hatem, and they have agreed to take a group of people over the winter solstice back through the mysteries of Egypt. So it starts the 14th of December and it goes all the way to the 28th of December. And so it's 7 days along the Nile on this beautiful boat, hitting Isis's temple and Hathor's temple and all the different sacred sites, like inside the Great Pyramid and private entrance into the Sphinx. And of course, my most profound and exciting part of this trip is that we'll be at Karnak on the winter solstice. So it is happening. I am taking this group, and I have a very special offer this week. If anybody is interested, I would be giving away a free program to anyone signing up this week. So the last and final thing I want to talk about is that I have downloaded over the last couple of weeks and created the Black Rose, Mysteries of the Black Rose, where we're going to be looking at soul retrieval and healing contracts and oaths and vows and promises from other lifetimes. We're going to be looking at some kind of shamanistic things about really reclaiming your dark mysteries, healing yourself on an intrinsic level. And if you are already in the Pink Rose program, you will be getting an email that's going to tell you all about how you can save on the Black Rose. But if you have not joined the Pink Rose program, the Deep Mysteries of the Pink Rose is about compassion and sovereignty. And I feel like there is no better time than right now for these things. And so I've got and built a self-study, a home study for the Mystic Pink Rose Gate program. So right now it's kind of a buy one, get one special, but it's even better than that. So if you join the Black Rose right now, you would get the Pink Rose program as a self-study. If you joined me to go to Egypt, you get both programs included for free as my gift to you. So if you are interested in signing up for the trip to Egypt or the Black Rose program, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to hop on a call and we can discuss all of these wonderful things. So in the meantime, I love you. I love you so much. And my very last thing I want to just share with people is please tell everyone that you love them. Make it normal. Please tell everyone that you accept them. Make it normal. Please tell people that they are worthy. Make it normal. Please tell people that they are deserving of love and joy and finances. Make it normal. So one thing we can do as a collective right now is use our voices to bring kindness, compassion, love, and acceptance into the field so we can recalibrate. And as we do that, we will take some aligned action and we will be so strong. We will never regret this time because it will be you'll see this is the beginning of the change. This is the beginning of when something is so broken that we have to not try and just hold it together with safety pins, but actually break it all the way and build a new, better way. So remember this time, you'll look back and it will be the beginning of a great and wonderful awakening for us. So I love you. Don't forget to live magically. Don't forget to be kind to yourself and kind to others. And hopefully I'll see you in the circle tomorrow.